Today I'm teaching you how to play Drillers, our brand new deck builder game here at CGE. In Drillers, you and your pals explore an abandoned mine left behind by a mining corporation, trying to explore and gather more than anyone else. It's a game about planning ahead, tough decisions, and knowing exactly how far you can afford to drill before you're stuck down there. Every level you open brings new opportunities and new challenges. As you explore the mine, your fuel will run low, and you will have to decide when to return to the surface to sell your haul, buy new cards, and upgrade your mech. Each one inspired by an iconic real-life vehicle, so you can push deeper and deeper underground. So, will you be the first to extend the horizons and uncover what the depths are hiding? Setup is quick. Let me show you around. First, you unfold the main board. That's our mine. It's 7 floors, the surface up top, the mine entrance, and 5 underground floors. You place minerals on each floor matching what's printed there, and you keep the rest in a supply nearby. You then shuffle the 3 starting floor cards and you place one face up on floor 2. Then you shuffle the 9 deep floor cards and you deal one face down onto each floor, showing this icon. The rest go back in the box. You put a barrier tile on each of the 4 lowest floors, matching the numbers. You flip all the corridor tiles face up, you sort them into 5 stacks by the symbol in their corner, you shuffle each stack and place them on the left side of their floors face up, so the minerals on the tiles are visible. You also keep the credits nearby. Above the mine, we set up the shop. You sort the cards by the icon in the top left. Damage cards go in a stack to the side, and the other 4 types each become their own shuffled shop deck. You reveal 2 cards from each, and that's the offer. And here's a sneaky one. 2 cards from the advanced shop go face down under the floor card on floor 4. We'll come back to those. Milestone tokens and credits go beside the shop. Next, everyone picks a mech and places it on the surface, and you take the dashboard and starting deck of the matching color. You set your torso card aside, add a damage card to the remaining 7 cards, shuffle them, and pop the deck face up into your card stand. Then you place the torso on top. Yes, your deck will be face up. In Drillers, you can always see the top card of your own deck. On your dashboard, you place the fuel cap on spaces 11 and 12, the fuel marker on 10, gauge markers at the start of your movement, and drill gauges. You place 3 drones at the bottom, 1 of them face up, 2 face down, and the storage cap on the 3rd storage space. You grab your shop refresh tile as well. Last thing to complete the setup, you pick a random first player. Everyone gains starting credits and draws cards based on the number of players and turn order according to this table, which you can also find at the back of the rulebook or the player aids. Drillers plays in turns, going clockwise, and has up to 3 phases. Operations, where all the digging happens, surfacing, but only if you end your turn on the surface, and upkeep to prepare for your next turn. The heart of it all is your hand of cards. At the end of every turn, you get 3 new ones, and since you can always see the top card of your deck, you always know what's coming. Every turn you can play some or all of your cards. Now, let's look at our cards. Every card in your hand gives you a choice. Option 1 is to ignore the bottom part and play the card just to gain fuel. So by playing Stock Propeller for fuel, I move my fuel marker up by 3. Option 2 is to play it for its main effect. For example, this card's main effect costs 6 fuel, so I move my fuel marker down 6 and get everything the card shows. The 2 things cards mostly give you are these 2 effects, drills and moves. And you don't have to use them right away. You track any unspent moves and drills on these gauges and spend them whenever you like throughout your turn. But note that they do not carry over to your future turns. You can mix and match freely, play a card, move, drill, move again, all in any order. Moving is easy. You spend 1 move to go up or down 1 floor. You just cannot move through barriers. Those floors are sealed until someone cracks them open. And keep an eye on this. You can never gain fuel past your fuel cap. It starts at 10, but you'll be able to upgrade it later. Now, drills. This is really the core of the game. There are 3 ways to spend them. One way is to collect a mineral. If you're on a floor with a mineral, you can spend 1 drill to grab it and put it in your storage. There's 5 different types of minerals, and from least valuable to most, they go silver, gold, sapphire, emerald, and ruby. That last one is the good stuff. But your cargo is limited. You start with just 2 slots, so you cannot hoard everything at once. The second way to spend your drills is to excavate a corridor. Most floors have a stack of corridor tiles with a drill cost above them. You spend that many drills and 2 things happen. The minerals on the tile get added to the floor, ready to collect, and the tile goes into your progress track here. This is worth points at the end, with other uses we'll get to. And the third way to spend your drills is to expand the shaft. If you're standing right above a barrier and you've generated enough drills to pay the number on it, you can blast through. The barrier goes into your progress track, you reveal the floor card underneath, resolve any on-reveal effects of the floor card, and your mech drops to the new floor for free. You drilled so hard, you found a new floor. Quick heads up on those floor cards, they're important. They stay next to the floor all game, and their effects are mandatory. Some trigger when revealed, some when you excavate there, some when you collect a mineral there, and some hit you if you end your turn standing on that floor. Read them before you go spelunking. Floor 2 has a revealed floor card from the start of the game. Don't forget about its effects. And what if your cards just aren't giving you what you need? You're 1 move short of the surface, or you're out of drills. Your mech has default functions printed right on the dashboard, and you can always use them. You may pay 3 fuel for 1 move, and you may pay 4 fuel for 1 drill. Not exactly efficient, but they'll save your turn more often than you would think. And if you're completely out of fuel, there's a desperate option. Once per turn, you take 1 damage to gain 3 fuel. You pull a damage card into your discard pile, and that card comes back later doing almost nothing, worth negative points at the end. Your mech is held together with willpower and duct tape. Push it too hard and it shows. Now the fun part, spending your hard-earned loot. If you end your operations on the surface, you get to do a full surfacing phase, and you get to do all of the following in any order. You may sell your minerals. Each one goes into its column in the market, filling from the bottom, and you gain the credits on the space you cover. Notice the price drops as the column fills. If a column is full, the mineral goes to your overflow zone for the bargain price above it. But don't feel bad, as every mineral you ever collect is worth points at the end, sold or not. And overflow minerals do something else important I will show you in a minute. You may also repair once per visit. You pay 5 credits to remove 1 card from the game, from your hand, play area, discard pile, or top of your deck. Damage cards go back to the stack. If you repaired from your hand, you draw a card. Hot tip, lots of your starting cards are worth negative points, so repairing them makes your deck leaner and your score better. Do it. You may also upgrade your rig. You pay 3 credits to slide your storage cap right for more cargo, or pay the cost next to your fuel cap to move it right for a bigger tank. Also, on the surface is finally the time you refuel for free. You fill your tank all the way to your cap. And if you got leftover cards, you may ditch them for 2 credits each. And of course, on the surface, you can buy new cards. There are 4 shops in camp. 1 for drilling, 1 for movement, 1 utility shop with a bit of everything, and the advanced shop with the powerful old corp tech. You pay the credit cost in the corner, and your new card goes straight on top of your deck, so you'll draw it soon. Both cards refill during the upkeep phase, not right away. A few special things you'll see on cards. Draw effects let you draw the top card of your deck immediately. There's damage effects. Yep, some powerful cards hurt your own mech. There's solid fuel. For this, instead of paying fuel, you toss a mineral from storage into your overflow and sold. Burning sapphires for power, very on brand. And you may have noticed some horizontal cards. These are the permanent cards. They never enter your deck, they just sit beside your dashboard forever, and you can use their effect once every single operations phase. Sweet, right? Advanced cards have one extra requirement, a battery in the cost. To pay it, you exhaust one of the tiles in your progress track that shows a battery. And that's a perfect segue. Regarding exhausting tiles, that's actually part of your default actions. Every mine tile you've collected has an effect on the bottom. Gain credits, fuel, batteries, all sorts. Resolve it and flip the tile face down. What's the catch? Exhausted tiles are worth fewer points. See the two numbers in the corner. So every tile's a little dilemma. Keep it shiny for points or cash it in when you need it. You can do this during operations or while surfacing. One last thing before we head back down. Once per game, during your surfacing phase, you can flip your shop refresh tile to dump one shop's whole offer to the bottom and reveal fresh cards. And remember, those two cards we hid under floor 4. The moment anyone opens floor 4, the advanced shop expands. Those join the offer, and from then on, it always shows 4 cards. And that's the surfacing phase. Now, I know what you're thinking. You wish there was a way for you to do some of these cool things while still underground. And I've got some good news for you. You don't have to actually wait to go to the surface to buy new cards or sell minerals. That's what your drones are for. See these drone tokens on your dashboard? While a drone is face up, you can flip it face down at any time during operations to do one of two things: sell one mineral or buy one card on the spot right there in the mine. If you buy a permanent card with a drone, you can even use its effect in the same turn. And some card effects refresh a drone, flipping a face down one back face up so you can use it again. Every turn ends with upkeep, whether you surfaced or not. First, you decide what to keep. You may hold one unplayed card for free and pay 1 fuel for each extra one you want to save. Then you move everything from your play area to your discard pile and reset your drill and move gauges to 0. You then draw 3 new cards from your deck. And whenever your deck runs out, you immediately shuffle your discard pile into a new one, face up in the stand as always. Last, if you bought any cards this turn, you refill each shop from its respective deck. And that's the loop. Dig down, fill your cargo, come back up, sell, upgrade, repeat. Each trip a little deeper, each mech a little tougher. So when does it all end? Look at your progress track. Every tile you drill fills it from the left. Every mineral in your overflow zone fills it from the right. And along the way, there are these 3 milestone lines. The first player to cover each one grabs the matching milestone token, worth points at the end, while everyone else gets a small consolation of credits. The moment one player's tiles meet their overflow cubes or reach the end of an empty track, the end of the game triggers. That player grabs the final milestone worth a whopping 18 points, and everyone else draws 1 extra card for their final turn. The triggering player finishes their turn, and then everyone else gets exactly 1 last turn before the mine collapses. For your last turn, your dilemma is hoard shiny minerals until the last second or get out to safety. If your mech's still underground when the dust settles, you lose points based on how deep you are. So now it's time to crown the Driller of Legend. You score the points shown on every mine tile in your progress track, then every mineral you own across your market, overflow, and storage. Each mineral is worth a fixed amount of points according to its type. Every 5 leftover credits is a point, plus your milestones and your shop refresh tile if you never used it. Then you lose points for your max depth if it's still underground and for every negative point card still in your deck. And the most points wins. Ties go to whoever has the most credits left, then the most fuel left, because a true driller never runs on empty. And that's Drillers. Build a ridiculous mech, dig up everything that sparkles, and try not to be in the mine when it all collapses. Any questions? Drop them in the comments and we'll see you underground.